Right now, California pays the nation's highest state gas tax, about 60 cents per gallon. But a change could be on the horizon with more electric vehicles hitting the road.
The state is studying whether to switch to charging all drivers per mile. ABC 10's Becca Habiger has details on what Caltrans calls the California Road Charge.
If you put gas in your vehicle, then you know that all too painful price at the pump. It's one reason why some people are switching to gasless electric vehicles or zero-emission vehicles. But as more drivers make the switch, states across the country face a drop in gas tax revenue, says Michael Manville, professor and chair of the Department of Urban Planning at UCLA.
The purchasing power of the fuel tax, which is the main way that we finance transportation infrastructure, has been steadily declining.
Caltrans says right now about 80% of California's highway and road repairs are funded by the gas tax. But analysts say that revenue could drop by some $5 billion in a decade if the state meets its climate goals. Governor Gavin Newsom signed an executive order in 2020 requiring all new passenger vehicles sold in California to be zero emission by 2035.
We have a lot more electric cars, we have a lot more hybrid cars, and just the typical new car just gets better gas mileage.
Now the state is considering something called the California Road Charge, as Caltrans explains in a video.
If you drive a new electric sedan or an old but faithful minivan, you pay for the number of miles you drive. California is studying road charge as a tool that might replace the gas tax. Because as we move toward a zero-emission future, the gas tax won't last forever.
Caltrans conducted a California road charge pilot last year and is currently studying the results. It tracked how much people drove each month through 3 reporting methods: plug-in devices, vehicle telematics, and photographed odometers. It charged 2.5 cents per mile for passenger vehicles. But some say a per-mile road charge is not fair. Writing to Governor Gavin Newsom in 2021, then Senate Republican leader Scott Wilkes said, in part, as long as we fail to build housing in adequate supplies to house our workforce near their jobs, then the working poor are still going to be paying far more in vehicle miles traveled fees than their wealthy counterparts. This is fundamentally unfair and targets those who can least afford to pay the fee. The bill passed and Newsom signed it. But whether a road charge system ultimately replaces California's gas tax is still in question and would be years away.
I could be wrong, but I'm not sure this is coming down the pike anytime soon.
Caltrans plans on releasing a final report from the pilot program later this year. Becca Habiger, ABC 10.
Well, turns out other states are testing a road charge too. Now, for example, in Utah, electric vehicle drivers can either pay a flat annual fee of about $140 or opt into the Utah Road Usage Charge program instead, paying just over a penny per mile.
But this would be no more than the cost of the annual flat fee. So if you drive less, you pay less. And Hawaii's road charge program, starting in 2028, odometers will be read at annual vehicle inspections.